Welcome back, everybody. I'm not sure what episode this is. I think this is episode 10, even.
Episode 10.
Wow.
9.
Episode 10, nice. It's a pretty big milestone. I'm proud of you all. And
Level 5. Level 5.
you just hit level 4. You just hit level 4.
I haven't even used any of my spells yet.
We haven't hit anyone.
So last session wasn't... Well, I think we've already recapped last session, but not quite sure what's going on with this music. Well, last session, it was not really based within the current world. We were in a special kind of next world where our party adventured through the Midnight Sea and discovered a eternal library with seemingly every memory and every possible future, even the ones that haven't come true, written amongst its books, guarded by a mysterious Nothic creature called the Librarian. Had some reuniting with Tucker's brother, even though it was short-lived, and some discussions with a Titan, and who promised to return Tucker's brother in full health in exchange for her gauntlet, which Tucker wears permanently affixed to his left hand. And the party has woken up from their strange dream, minus one, who slept soundly through it. They discussed a little bit and realized it was real, as they all have physical kind of remnants from the quote-unquote dream. And now, just as the sun is beginning to peek over the horizon and everybody's got that weird feeling where their eyes kind of hurt and like their cheeks feel really flushed because they're quite tired, but they don't want to sleep, we begin our day where the party is free to do whatever they like.
Argus is going to take this hour to rebind with the spear that he got.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Weapon Bond.
Okay. And what does that look like for him? Is it like a prayer, a meditation, or does he just kind of get familiar with it? Or
I think he's just seated on his bed with the cross-legged, with the spear in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just he's holding it. He's eyes closed, concentrating, and that's all anyone can see from the outside.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me, please.
PogChamp. A D20. +4. Damn. 14.
14, you get this, like... As you kind of... You can feel yourself kind of bonding with the weapon, you know, like your magical energy and its physical energy kind of intertwining, like threads to a rope, you know, wrapping around each other and creating this unbreakable bond. You can kind of feel the experiences that the spear has gone through before it found itself in your hands. You can see the flashes of panic and despair and even triumph from the many battles that it has won before, and you know that this weapon is worthy for a prominent fighter. It's not a basic piece.
Awesome.
Okay, and that takes an hour. The rest of you have an hour to do as you wish, as Argos sits on his bed staring at a spear.
Oscar is gonna sit on his bed staring at his shield and praying.
All right, perfect. We got some burly men staring at weapons as just dudes being bros, you know.
Yep.
Nice.
Missy's gonna go ahead, grab Devon and drag her down into the restaurant. Grab some juice. It's a morning, and she still feels like shit.
Okay.
Because 2 levels of exhaustion suck.
Yes. So you would have. You're down to 1 now. So after even though it was a rough night's sleep, it was a comfy bed, a safe location. You do go down an exhaustion level.
Yay!
Of course, as you both walk down the stairs, you hear that familiar, "Oh, good morning.
Hello, darling.
How are we this morning?"
very tired still. Do you have any
Oh.
go-go juice?
Juice? Sure, I can organize that.
Just do me a favour, make sure it's not purple.
Okay.
Suddenly against the
Thank you.
colour.
Rushes off back, and you kind of hear his hooves kind of on the wooden floor as he goes out the back.
I follow
And then-
suit as well. I'm walking down the stairs, but not very much like Taka himself. Today seems a little somber.
Okay.
He walks
And
down the
what
stairs.
color was the
Um,
streak in his hair today?
Blue, like a light blue, and his eyes
Okay.
are blue today as well.
Yeah, like kind of like a icy blue kind of.
Correct.
Alright, cool. Cray, and are you following suit, or are you staying in the room?
Yeah. I've latched myself to Taka's arm and I'm following him down.
Yep, easy enough. And then Pick comes back with 4 glasses of. It's a strange liquid that you haven't seen before, kind of brownish, but like really, really light, like a really weak tea kind of. And then just slides it across, and then with both elbows on the table and his hands like underneath his chin, says, "So, what's been happening?"
Well, we found a giant crab.
Oh,
Your little bard lady followed us to Versailles, and then followed us down to a crab, where she nearly got kidnapped. We found a big pile of gold. Turned out not to be real.
no.
And then I think we met a guardian of the forest.
Hmm.
He's
Fun
not very happy.
times. No, I don't imagine he would be. There's quite a lot of foresting going on at the moment.
I should really stop.
Have you visited my other establishment yet?
I didn't know you had another establishment, my dear.
The one underneath, you know.
Underneath. Darling, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Once the sun sets tonight, just head out the back and you'll hear it. It's a good time. I think you would enjoy it.
I will take your word for that, darling. Is there any word or any dress code? I seem to stand out amongst the other ladies.
No dress code. They just they don't really do names down there. So
Not necessary.
Don't ask anyone's name.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Thank you, darling.
Cray, do you want anything to eat?
What are we having? Is there bacon?
I would. Hey, Peak. I think my friend Cray is wanting some breakfast. Do you have bacon by any chance?
The kitchen isn't open yet, but I will go wake up the cook for you right now and get him to start his shift early. It might be a little bit longer though.
That's all right. Craig, what else did you want?
No, that's all. I'd just like some bacon.
Just a pile of bacon.
That would
Okay.
be great.
Oh,
I would
Pig!
offer to cook it myself, but I have a tendency to burn things like that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't
Do you,
mind. I don't mind bird food.
You don't?
No,
Maybe I will cook it.
super tasty, nice and crunchy.
Okay, I can do that.
Cool.
Pick, darling, before you run away,
Yes.
I have to be honest with you. The rest of my team, we may have lost your horses and your cart.
There's kind of the smile that is just like permanently affixed to his face, just like wavers for a second. He's like, and you are paying for that?
We will
Yes.
indeed. It was our
And then,
problem.
and then the smile's back. Okay, no worries.
How much do you need, darling?
I'm not entirely sure if you. What was the name of the man? I completely forgot.
Somewhere.
I have it written down. I know I do.
Contact the stableman.
Yeah. Was it Kurdek or Gorod? Which one was it?
I think it was Kurdek.
I think it was Kurdek. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
just Ask Kurdak, he'll manage it. He might. That man does enjoy favors. Not those kinds of favors, like genuine favors.
Oh.
Pick! What do you think of me? I may be
Okay.
a bard.
Okay. Bacon, yes.
Oh,
Pile of bacon.
sorry, Pig. I'm not entirely hungry, so I'll just take 2 bread rolls, 4 hash browns, 5 pieces of bacon. If you have some milk, that would be great, and possibly just maybe 2 to 3 pieces of fruit. I'm not feeling myself today. Thank you.
Anything for you, darling. I might even throw in an extra bread roll. How about that?
I don't think I can fit. Sure, that sounds good.
Craig
Toodles,
just
would you like
surreptitiously
that?
elbows Tucker as Pick saying that.
Would you like that up in your room or down here?
Maybe we should have it here. I don't want to leave crumbs all over your bed, especially Cray can't really see where the crumbs would be.
Let alone if any ants join him in bed.
Understood. That will be a little while. I will try and stumble my way around the kitchen. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
And then, like, skips his way to the back, pretty much. Clop, 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 you know.
He's adorable. Devin, darling. How are you feeling? It's a bit warm. Is it like the weather warm or something else? Would I know what she's talking about? Would I pick up on that?
It's up to you.
Yeah. She'd know. Girl code. Yeah. Alright. If it gets bad, you know, we can find a quiet room, we can figure something out. Okay. Just tell me, okay? Drink your juice. It's nice. We'll figure that one out, darling. I'm just gonna ruffle her hair. You got this. You'll be fine. Tucker!
Hi.
You changed your hair color again.
Oh, I pull that. Kind of ruffled the strands. Ah, yeah. That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Is it to do with the gauntlet, or is it just a...
Nah, I think everybody in my family had something like this.
Okay, that's cool.
Everybody's one did something slightly different, but yeah, I think for me it's I think based on how hungry I am, either that or by emotion. Sometimes it's, you know, if I'm extremely scared or excited, then you've probably seen that before, looking kind of like an animal.
Yeah.
And I just stretch out my eyes, like, and see my
Just
eyes.
like real close, like uncomfortably close. Yeah.
See my eyes also turn the same color as my hair, basically.
It's pretty though.
Yeah, I can't help
mean,
it
it's quite
really.
unique.
I'm not entirely sure why that is, but yeah, you can easily tell what I'm feeling or how hungry I am. I think whichever one it is.
So I can tell how you're feeling just by looking at you. And Cray
Well, you
turns.
can, but
Well,
yeah, pretty much.
yes, Tucker. Tucker? Cray. Wow. More go-go juice, please.
My,
And then over the next kind of half an hour to 45 minutes, you guys can conversate however you want, but then at the end of it, he will deliver out everything you asked for. Stuff that he can just put on a plate. It's incredibly fresh, incredibly tasty. The bacon is extremely burnt, as you requested it.
Just put it on the flame.
Yeah, and probably like a minute or two before the food came out, Oscar probably would have come down at this point.
Yeah,
He
and
smelled
you
the
would have
food.
finished about that time as well, Argos, if you wanted to head down or do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll head down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bros were done looking at their weapons and shields.
How else do we get the boys to come down for breakfast? It's bring a lot of meaty, burnt food.
And
Good
so,
morning.
yeah, you've got your little kind of mini buffet. As
Morning.
Pete does not understand portion sizes and just threw like armfuls of food everywhere.
What is
Hmm.
portions?
Awesome.
This looks good.
Did you guys order all of this?
Well, Taka did. And so did Cray.
I
I just
ordered
wanted the
I
garbages.
ordered the bacon. Everything else is tacos.
Oh, everything.
Good work, Taco.
And Cray's gonna proceed to.
I'm already eating, by the way.
He's
Yeah,
Cray's gonna
Oscar's
eat
just-
one piece of bacon and then put one in his pocket and then eat another piece and then put another piece. And he's just gonna slowly work his way through the pile of bacon, alternating between
Yeah,
the two.
they're quite crumbly because of the consistency of it, but you can have like a pile of bacon crumbs in your pocket.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Bucket bacon, bucket bacon!
I'll just give you a visual of how Taka is eating.
Oh no.
Hovering over his food.
Depressed
Depression
eating.
eating.
Yeah.
I mean, me lunch.
And the food is going pretty fast on my plate.
Right, I
I'm
guess
not
I'm
very
gonna
hungry.
Get up to pick.
So what do we...
Not really.
Okay, wait, I guess it's in the pick. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna ask him. Good morning, Peck.
Good morning.
So, what's on tap this morning?
On tap, whatever you need, whatever you desire. It's a bit early for that, don't you think?
I'll just take a pint of whatever's nice. You choose.
The Raccomello, it's our signature. You tried it before.
Don't think I have.
Would you like it? It's a very sweet brandy. You can have it warm or cold. Where I'm from, we have it warm, but down here they tend to serve it over ice.
You know what? We'll try it warm today.
Try it warm. That's the way it's
Yeah.
meant to be. Coming right up.
Thank you.
And then goes back and delivers you this really like milky, sweet, and you don't really taste the alcohol until like you've swallowed it, and you kind of feel it like in your throat and over your tongue. And it's just like this warm milk and honey thing with the alcoholic aftertaste. It's up to you if you like it or not.
Yeah, I think Argos would like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite strong though. Like you because it doesn't taste very alcoholic, but there's a decent couple of shots of brandy in there.
Nice. I'll head back to the table and then sit down with the rest of them. Oh, message.
How's everyone feeling?
I'm alright. Could be better, you know. But at least we know where I'm supposed to be going.
Yeah. We also
We-
caught a glimpse of your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's probably more than I can ask for at the moment. Well,
Yeah.
besides
true.
having my brother back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know something, and that's good. You came in
What
here
about
not knowing a lot.
What about you guys? I mean, we got dragged. I'm sure some of you got dragged through something crazy too. You know, I mean, we were in a crazy library, and you know, you guys got to see your old memories and what things could have been.
I'm
How are you
okay.
doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Now, just I'm determined to know where we go next and what we do from here.
Yeah.
Because
so am
there's a lot of choices that we can make. We are quite far off from our goals at this point. We don't know where we're going or what we're doing, but it seems like there's a lot out there that we're gonna have to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any idea what we're doing?
Mm.
What our next step is? Our next plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a really good plan. I think if we can get our way to
I'm good with
Malatus,
that idea.
I think that's
seems
the best
like
plan
what
we've
we
got.
were doing.
Yeah. We'll go to the library. It's a big city. We'll be able to find out some more there. And plan what our next steps will be from there as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cloud and Lawrence, yeah, it's good. It's a good idea.
Mm. Ah, that's right.
Who has
Still
that?
have her money. I think
Who has
Missile
that
does,
money?
but I think she just went to the bathroom.
I'm back. Leave me alone.
Oh, I didn't.
No,
notice.
I do have the money.
Yeah, she
Okay.
does.
Cool. Okay.
Well, where do we actually find Cloud?
Yeah, where
She's
did
still
she?
at the docks, isn't she?
Yeah.
Must be still looking after the ship. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Are we gonna go get Lawrence?
We probably should, yeah. And see
Yeah.
see how he's going and at least return him to Cloud before we go on.
Yeah, and
Good idea.
we owe some money for horses.
Yes. Yes, I guess we do. So we should probably also clear that up as well. Okay.
I talked to Pick and he said to go find someone called Kerdak.
Okay.
All right.
We can do that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'll sort it.
Okay.
We want to
Yeah,
stay on the small Satyr man's good side,
Good
so
side.
we might as well.
Oscar's gonna just eat a little bit more breakfast and then start getting ready to go. I guess we've got a few things
Is
to
there
do.
any leftovers on the table? Like anyone not eating their food? If there is, Taka will start picking at it while you guys are having a conversation.
Yeah, definitely there will be stuff there. You can fight with Cray for the bacon crumbs though.
Oh, I'm not fighting. I'm just picking up whatever's there. Really.
Okay.
At this rate, I'm gonna lose weight. Yes. Let us go.
Oscar just looks at you like.
And by the way, you guys probably already know that Taka's very skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a growing boy.
Aren't you all?
All right.
You ready to go? So,
Yes.
Argos is gonna shoot the rest of his breakfast.
okay. How are we getting back to the temple? Are we getting another cart?
Well, we probably should pay off the horse that we killed or something.
Yeah. Well, I
And-
mean, it was 3 hours by horse.
Well, the reason we had a cart before was because we needed to take Lawrence.
Because we had it. Yeah, and we
And-
still may need one.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
He
wasn't
may
the whole...
not be in the best of shape.
Oh, I thought the Oracle was gonna heal his foot.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know how much or how well it's been healed. He may still need some time, and he may still need some time off of his foot. So if we can get a cart and make the journey easier for him, it may be the best.
You're right.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
do you think we'll be back after sundown?
I
Probably.
think
We're not
so.
planning.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Let's try. Why?
Yeah.
Am I lagging?
No?
No.
I don't know.
No.
No.
Did someone say why?
Yeah.
I got
Yes.
said
Oh.
why.
Sorry. No, Pick told me about some fancy party or something tonight. No dress code, no names. They said I should go.
Huh.
Maybe all of us.
Okay.
Interesting.
Who knows? Might be fun.
Yes, we start heading up to the stables and go get a cart and talk to this
Yep.
person to settle our account, I guess.
Yeah, sure. So go in there and you can hear him. You can hear him before you see him. Fucking, swearing and yelling and getting behind you, fucking. And then he's sweating and he's kind of got this cloth and he wipes his forehead in this huge exasperated motion and then kind of has one hand on his hip. He's like, "Hey, so you guys, you're turning the cart."
Oscar will step back at this point and leave the talking to the better people of talking.
See about that.
Hiding.
The car got damaged on our travels.
Oh, for
So,
fuck's sake! How damaged?
hey, I've already talked to Pick. I said I'd come and settle whatever money was owed. Although I don't have a lot. How much would it be?
15 for the cart, 50 per horse. 115 gold pieces.
115. Do we have that?
Do you have that?
We have. Why don't I have Legend Keeper open?
Maybe,
Sorry.
I whisper onto Argos. Hey, do you remember if the horses died or they just ran away?
I don't actually remember. Like,
No, I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
okay. I don't remember either.
So-
I'll listen there. But like, I have no idea, Taka.
So I'm gonna yell it. I'm gonna turn to everyone. So there's 70 gold in the party kitty. I have 22 gold. So that makes 90. So we need another 25 gold.
Let's see how much money.
Fuck!
Okay.
I don't want to make you all go broke. Come on.
Hey,
You can do something for me instead. How about that?
that sounds good.
What do you have in mind?
You're part of the big outsider ship in the dock, right?
Mhm.
That's yours.
That's us.
And I heard you guys are heading to Melitus soon.
Yeah.
I've got some goods that need transporting,
Oh.
Okay.
but they're not quite legal.
Oh.
But if you can get them there, and you can get them to my contact safe and sound, I'll waive the debt for you.
In Melitus.
In Melitus.
Okay. And
Two crates. 2 crates is all. That's all it is.
2 crates.
2 crates.
2 crates.
What is what are in the crates?
Do you want to know? Because if you know, you can't play dumb if you get caught.
Oh,
It's probably best we play dumb.
well, when oh, sorry, what was that, Argos?
No, I just wanted to know if the goods were dangerous.
Yeah, was it going to explode or is it poisonous? No, I mean venomous. Sorry.
Or is it the fun kind of illegal, darling?
Yes, to all, I suppose. I don't really know.
It's venomous?
Venomous? I mean, it could be. I'm not really a user myself.
God.
Undangerous
You know what
and
the-
venomous.
It's not fucking potatoes, I'll tell you that.
Aw.
I think it must be eggs. Is it eggs?
It must be alive if it's venomous.
It doesn't exactly have to be.
Well, we'll still do it, right? Are we going to do it or?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't exactly have the money to do it, to not do it, so we might as
Yeah.
well.
let's do it.
And we're not.
Kodak.
And we're not going to look. Because sometimes when we're traveling, people are always like, "Did you pack these crates yourself? Are you sure?
Yeah, but that's
What
how
is
the
in this
Kingsguard.
pocket of the crate?" And sometimes it's just a little.
Yeah, that's the assholes.
I think
okay.
before we agree, we should just make. I mean, if it's crates, then we need to have transport that can take the crates. So I don't know. If,
Oh, these big guys could carry them.
if
These
ca-
big guys could
well,
carry
if
them.
well, the thing
'Cause
is Melitus is a long way and it's over a sea and things like that. So we just need to make sure, don't we, that we can actually transport them.
Crave, we have a ship.
Oh, is it our ship?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, and Cloud owes us a favor now as well, because we technically saved her crew and the entire crew of the other ship, and now
and Lawrence.
Lawrence has an extra peg leg, hopefully. Oh my gosh, you guys, he's gonna have a peg leg. You know how ironic that is?
Ow.
Someone should poke his eye out.
Oh my god. Tucker! Kodak, I'll get these maniacs out of your hands. We do just need to go get the big guy.
Well, the crates, they're out back. You can take them anytime you like.
Do you reckon we could sail around to the temple?
Oh,
No,
it's
I
not
think
worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You spend more time fucking rigging it up than you would actually sailing.
Fair point.
Alright, well,
Fair
we'll
point.
come back for it then. Probably.
You
Yep,
alright
you
if we
don't
take them a bit
have to-
later?
You don't have to talk to me. They're in the stables, underneath the hay bales, in the corner. Okay? It's
Alright.
it's the pile of hay bales that looks like a cock and balls, okay? It's got the two and then it's got the two. Underneath those you'll find the crates.
Awesome.
Good to know.
And in Melitus, his name is... Okay, you're listening now. His name is Dagion Thorvir. He's got this fucking heinous red beard. You'll know him as soon as you see him.
What's that name again?
Dagian.
Dagian Thorfield. I was listening.
Thorvir.
Thorvir.
Thorvir, Redbeard.
Oops, that's the wrong thing.
Reeve.
Reeve. I was
Why
just
do you
making
know
sure.
my best friend's future last name?
Well, that was confusing. What?
My best friend's engaged, and her future name will be Reeve.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be a bridesmaid.
Alright. So should we should we hire out the carriage for Lawrence or
Yeah, we're gonna need to.
Fuck you. I'm not giving you a carriage.
what if I lean over to him and be like, what if we're really careful this time and we'll also be very careful with your packages that will be delivered to our friend Dagion Thorvir.
And I'll even throw in this cool glowing sword.
Oh my gosh.
Look at it, it glows.
While they're talking to him, how much?
I'm like,
Yeah, you did just say.
Yep.
Can you repeat that?
is it back? Is it back? Is it back? Okay.
Back.
You were back.
He said,
Mm-hmm.
give me a down payment and I'll let you take it.
How
Alright.
much?
Everything you got. Not everything.
Everything we've got.
Not everything. Just, you know what I mean.
I'll take out the 70 gold from the party gold and just drop it in front of him.
Okay. Takes it and just hooks it on his hip. You can
Cool.
have the shitty one. It's back left wheel is a bit dog, but it's right.
My darling,
All
we just gave
right.
you 70 gold.
Wait, we,
You also owe me a fucking... Just take it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's driving?
Oscar?
Oscar's gonna go. Like, how bad is this back wheel?
It's just a little bit kind of bent, so you just feel like the duck. Like it's not terrible, but it's a little bit annoying.
Okay.
Oscar.
As soon as you start
if-
thinking about it, it pisses you off.
If we've got like a minute or two, can Oscar sort of just like run his hand over like small little section, just cast mending over it, and just try and like bring it back to normal?
Yeah, sure. You can do an Arcana check just for like the finality of it. You know, like you can like when people are fixing bones, sometimes they repair themselves the wrong way and they got to re-break it
Yeah.
just to get like the finesse with it.
What a mischievous
That would be a 20, not natural.
hey,
20 non-natural, yeah, it's pretty nice. And now it's only a very, very faint tick instead of a
Yeah.
duk-duk.
And once I've done that, yeah, I'll get in the cart and start steering us towards the temple.
Sweet. And then, unless any conversations would like to be had, we can just get through it. Up to you guys.
For brevity's sake.
You get there and you see the usual fine temple, and you get up the cliffs and the huge kind of statue in the middle of it, and the small pool, and a few of the priests kind of nod as you pull up, and they
No
recognize
bards
you.
following us.
No bards that you've seen.
Thank goodness.
And then I guess you head inside, and the head priest immediately kind of recognizes you. You're here for Lawrence, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
Good. I've asked him to keep the weight off it for a while, and we don't necessarily have the means to get him a prosthetic at this time, but we did what we could.
We
Unfortunately,
appreciate the help.
the wound itself was quite infected and bruised, and there was more fracturing in the bone, so we actually had to amputate to just below the knee before repairing it. But it is sealed, and it is safe, and the infection is gone, and he will be okay.
Wonderful.
I will go get him now. And Versailles left some gifts for you as well, which I shall bring out.
Thank
Just
you.
just a moment.
Thank you.
Oh, I like it.
And then you see Lawrence kind of coming out with these two like pretty finely made wooden crutches. He's still got kind of somber look, but he does give you a smile and a nod, and is kind of he's been practicing with them. Like he can use
Hey.
them pretty well, and he comes way over. And he's like he's a little bit awkward, kind of like he's like nodding. He's not really saying much. He's just like hi, kind of not really
Hi.
addressing the elephant in the room.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Come on,
Good.
home time.
Yeah, let's get you back to the ship.
Where were these gifts? Second, let's see, where are your presents? Okay, here they are. So he brings you out this it's not like a backpack of sorts. It's just like a big like picnic cloth that is just like tied at the top, which he then like places on the ground so you can see it all.
Herbosec.
Yep. So there's 6 of you, right? So there's 12 potions in there.
Oh.
6 potions of healing, and then 6 potions which the priest explains. Well, Versailles wanted to keep you all safe, and she enchanted these herself. So, if you're ever in a pinch, if you take this, it will turn you essentially into a puddle of water to get you out of any situation you need.
Whoa!
What?
For 10 minutes, and then you will come back, but be careful you're not in a space that is too small, or in some other water, or else weird things will happen and it might hurt. So just make sure you have room to come back.
Okay.
There's also some food there. There is some dried meats. There is some very nice bread which will not expire, and a single bite will fill you up.
Wow.
And then exactly. And this coin here should allow you to get into places with people who actually know what they're doing. Just if you ever need to get in somewhere and you feel like you should be in there because you guys are chosen and all that, just here. Just present this coin. And I do have the actual image, but it's got the see-through background, so I don't want to screenshot it, but I can't fucking copy paste it, which is annoying. I will just have to copy paste it, which
That
is
is okay.
unfortunate. I'm being such a boomer tonight. This is crazy.
Oh, that's cute.
It's like a gold coin with that symbol on it. Let me try and find the actual image.
Cool.
Okay. And yes, that is all. That she, Versailles sends her regards and wishes you well on your journey.
Give her our thanks. We really appreciate it.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hopefully, we will be thanking you for things much bigger than ourselves in the future.
See how
Definitely.
the tides take us.
Hopefully.
Good luck. Okay.
Thank
Take care of that leg, Lawrence. And he just nods.
Come on, big guy. Let's get you home. There's a pretty kitty waiting
Yeah.
for you.
Yes, she's. I have no idea what she's going to say about this.
Well, I mean,
But yeah, he
So
leads the way out of the door with his crutches.
yeah. I'll help him up onto the carriage.
so they didn't
What's up,
heal
Chris?
his leg at all, did they?
They didn't put it back. He's still missing a leg. They just
Yeah.
Oh.
fixed the infection and sewed it all up and
Oh.
got it all looking pretty.
After we took on Leonardo da Vinci,
I just thought from the conversation that they were actually going to, fix it, but I guess not.
Sometimes it's trickier with some injuries. It's not always the easiest thing. I thought I did a better job than I did, obviously. But
I don't know.
I
These,
still would know that healing magic doesn't return limbs usually.
no.
I don't know, it's
Not
just
quite.
another example of these people saying one thing and then actually doing another. I don't trust them.
well,
They
I
did what
mean,
they
they did
could.
their best. Sometimes it's the most that you can ask for. I mean,
They did their best. Okay. Let's get him back.
let's get him back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Mum. I'm going to tell him all about Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah. And I will
Yeah,
turn
he's like-
the horses around.
Kind of his usual, his usual half listening kind of. Excuse me.
Robitussin.
Yeah, his usual half listening, just staring out at nothing in particular. Yeah, so the whole way back, he won't be really initiating any conversation, but he'll answer questions that you ask him, polite enough, but without any more words than necessary. And, he'll laugh at jokes and stuff, but he's just his usual kind of mellow self.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Craig. Yeah, I'm going to ask Lawrence. Lawrence, forgive me. I forgive the question if it may seem obvious to you, but I can't see. But do you have any bands or jewelry on your horns?
I've got these caps over my horns, and he kind of like grabs your hand and lets you feel. They can be quite easily removed, and they're these like golden caps that pretty much fit over the tip of his horns, just to make them shiny.
So they're called caps. Where would you have something like that made?
Well, just about any jeweler or smithy can make them. Me and my brother got these made together. They were a gift from our father as kind of a coming of age thing.
And do they serve a purpose, or are they decorative?
Yeah, purely decorative. Yeah, just as you might wear a necklace or such.
Right. Thank you.
No worries.
Oh, do you have a recommendation for what sort of metal you'd use? What are they made of?
I'm not sure of the exact makeup, but I was told that these were gold, so I assume this one. I'm not exactly an expert on those sorts of things.
Well, thank you.
No worries. Are you looking to get a pair of them yourself?
I mean, I'm not looking to decorate my horns, but if there was something functional to be achieved from them, I do want to relieve myself. And he sort of digs in his component pouch, and he pulls out the copper wire that he has to use for sending a message. I want to relieve myself of this, and I think that I might be, if I have something like a ring or a a copper bracelet, and then I was thinking, well, a copper bracelet, and then I was thinking, well, maybe the copper cap in my horn or something like that would serve the same purpose as the component that I need to cast the spell. And I don't have to carry something around, it's just always with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a magic person, but I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. Could be good. You could just like decorate yourself and all your components and just cast it away.
Well, I'm I'm just thinking if something were to happen to my component pouch, I don't want to be helpless. I mean, I'm not helpless, but I want to be able to do stuff without having to fish around and find my fleece, and fish around and find, and I'm sort of taking things out and waving them and putting them back in, and I'm looking for a way of being able to move more fluidly and freely, but still access this power that's been manifesting in me. That does still seem to me need triggers. It's very confusing. I can't access key.
I am very confused.
But I can access this power, but it's there, but it still needs triggers. It's just very, very strange. I wish I knew somebody else who did this sort of stuff. You're not a sorcerer, are you?
No, I'm a. I hit shit with a big stick.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hopefully, I still can.
Anyway, I don't want to burden you with my troubles, but what you've told me about the caps and where you might have them made is very useful. Thank you.
No problem, mate. Any more conversations on the little trek?
Oscar's
Do
just
we?
guiding us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, do we see any more of those people who look... I don't know how to describe I actually remember how you described it either, but they just look too perfect. Do we see any more of those?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception?
Any of those people had just like that slight little change? I know what you're talking about.
18?
18. Yeah. So just as you're pulling back into the like kind of main street of Hymnos, the place where the stables are is kind of connected to the side of the Northerner. So you're kind of looking around as the deals are being done, and everybody's getting berated by the guy just because that's what he does. And Lawrence is getting off, and then he's giving you your money back. You can see the same one that you saw walking in, kind of just walks into the Northerner, just like opens the door and heads in.
I'm gonna follow him in.
Recognize him since you're looking out for it. So you just kind of looking and just.
Yes.
Did Oscar notice this as well?
Now you can go ahead and roll perception if you were looking for it.
That is an 18.
18. Yep, you would have noticed them. The same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm following myself. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him into the Northerner.
Okay. How do you guys react
Same.
to those two
I
just
feel like
heading off?
Argos kind of has to follow them.
Yeah, same. I will follow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Gonna follow along, Cray.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll go with. I was gonna just sit there with Lawrence, I guess. Not really sure why people are getting off. Are we at the docks yet? I don't hear seagulls. This is very odd.
You're like kind of middle of town, yeah. Middle of town.
Yeah.
Which isn't very far. It's all built kind of along the shoreline as is. So.
Missile and Oscar just skived off, so we have to follow them and you have to follow me.
Oh right. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, and Lawrence is just like, all right, yep. And people tend to give him a wide berth as you're walking, as you're all kind of going together. And Devin, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Okay, yep. Very Assassin's Creed. You kind of get into a crowd of people and you just turn completely grey. Nobody notices you. Just weaving in and out of people's legs and just, yeah, like a ghost. Nobody even knows you're there. And door, if Missile was leading the way, I assume she kind of flings that thing open like a heart, and you get a few people that kind of turn. It's not very busy because at this point it is like it's about 1 p.m.
Okay.
And the man in question is at the bar ordering himself a drink.
I'm gonna go over to Pick and just start talking to him, but keeping an eye on the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Oscar's gonna go sit in a booth closest to the front door, and yeah, keep an eye on him.
Pick, honey. Pick.
Hello, you're back.
Hi. I just needed to let you know that we squared everything with the horses. We've sorted out that kerfuffle with Kodak,
Great.
and we went back and we got our friend. I don't know if you can see. Did Lawrence come with us?
Yeah, I assume everyone came in.
Yeah.
Yep.
We went and got our friend.
Great. He looks
Except,
like he can drink. Get him to buy some. Get him buy him something.
I might buy him something. I might. You know what? I'm gonna slide him 2 gold, and I'm gonna say, get him a big drink, please.
Oh, this will pay for a round. Don't worry about that.
All right. Big round for the boy. For the big. I'm not gonna make a joke about that.
Please don't.
Fuck it. Big drink for the horny one.
Great. Which one? You've got 2.
I mean, I'm satiated right now. No.
The big horny
The
one
tall
or the
one.
little horny one? Okay.
Honey, the tall one who's missing a leg.
Great.
I'm gonna just turn to Argus and say, I didn't realize Lawrence was small.
Um,
Everybody talks
Ah.
about him in such tones of awe.
Oh,
May he's not small.
Oh, very
the
sad.
guy I'm guessing is not reacting at all.
No, he's just enjoying his drink. He's like not talking to anyone, just kind of sipping at it, listening to conversations, just people watching, kind of.
Just kind of like an NPC.
Yeah, he's an NPC.
Okay.
Yeah, Oscar's still just got his eye on him.
What was that? Sorry, I missed it.
Oscar's just got his
Sam.
eye on him. Yeah, he's just
Okay.
gonna keep looking and just keep watching him, just wait for anything, I guess.
Yeah, he's just seems to be drinking his drink, not talking to anyone, not interacting with anyone.
Okay.
And
Well.
are you guys all at the booth?
I joined them back at the booth.
Oscar's
And-
just gonna put his
So I'll go. Oh, no, you go.
Oscar's just gonna put his hand on his holy symbol and just like really quietly ask Reox if there's something off with this person.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll a religion check.
Argus is just gonna grab another one of the drinks
Breakfast.
he had before.
Oh, they get
Yeah.
a round of those get delivered to the table.
Brilliant.
Oh,
on-
perfect.
on-
He's gonna head back there.
That's a 7.
A 7. It's you feel him kind of like he is trying to answer you, but in the kind of hustle and bustle of the bar, you're not able to kind of get
Yeah.
into that meditative state that allows you to be able to talk to him properly.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him and just drink something when it arrives. Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I keep forgetting that I've got the level of exhaustion. I should actually have disadvantage on my ability checks.
Okay, I'll keep
Gonna
that
keep
in
that in
mind.
mind.
I'll remember from now too.
Thank
That's
you.
on me as well.
Oh, good.
So, why are we here, guys?
We live here.
We live here.
I heard
Yep.
once when you're sad, you're supposed to drink. So,
You're sad.
well, yeah, but you know,
Taka, why are you sad?
what? What? I mean, you know, I just saw my brother, and now he's gone back to the labyrinth right away. So,
But you know he's alive, and you know
yeah,
he's
but you know,
he knows you're alive.
you still miss your family.
Eh,
I saw him for like 2 minutes. I've been searching for him for like, I don't know how long now, years. You know, I think it's like normal. I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
I mean, fair. That is fair. However, doesn't it give you a little bit of hope that you know that he's alive and you know where to find him roughly, as well as
Yeah, I
he's
guess
kind of
so.
safe.
Yeah, he's kind of safe, and you know that he's here.
Exactly.
I don't think he is safe though. I feel like he's going through some crazy shit in there. You know?
That's true. There are different definitions of safe.
Mm.
It's not. By
He's
the sounds
alive.
of it, he's alive, and that doesn't look like it's gonna change,
Exactly.
which is something.
Exactly. I mean, I asked that librarian if they knew if my brother was alive and if he was safe. And again, said he's alive, but he's not safe. And that does worry me, but there's nothing I can do about it. But he's alive.
I guess so.
It gives you a little bit of hope, because you'll see him again. You will see him
You
again.
will. You will. We're gonna go get him.
Fingers
Okay.
crossed.
Yeah.
And then, once the two of you are together, you can both kick the shit out of Letheria together.
Oh man, Dokkan, if you see him in action, holy shit.
Yeah?
He could kill all of you guys if he wanted to. But he wouldn't.
Oh, that's
I'd
kind.
like to see him try.
You know what? This gives me an idea for a tale. The tale of two separated brothers. They're fighting to stand together once again. Can I write that tale, Tucker?
Yes, can you make me like a little bit more muscly in the story?
Sure. Absolutely, darling.
Oh, and can you make Dokkan be a little bit shorter than me? He would
By how
fucking
much?
hate that. I don't know, just I just want to be taller than him by a little bit, so that would piss him off.
I don't want to piss him off with a tale.
Well,
I'd
you
have
know,
to say
just
you
say
wrote it.
just say it was, just that's how you interpreted the information. Plus, he was standing so far away.
Oh,
You'd
of
be like,
course.
oh yeah,
Of course.
right,
Hmm.
right. Oh, and handsome. Make me really handsome in that.
But you already are.
No, I know, but like way more handsome than I am.
I don't think I could possibly do that. You're already too handsome.
I know, but
Oscar, can
Right.
you make an insight check for me, please?
well, if
Oscar.
Tucker thinks that.
No. This is separate. This is separate.
22.
Yeah,
22?
Tucker did genuinely believes he's handsome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oscar feels like something is kind of probing around at the forefront of his mind right now. Just kind of reading his surface thoughts. Nothing too deep, but just what he's thinking right now. Most people wouldn't notice it, but Oscar is very in tune with his mind, and he feels it.
So something is poking around in my thoughts.
Yes.
What is this?
Oh, that's a drink, darling. It goes in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, this is really softly. I'm just gonna ask, who are you?
I miss her.
What are you doing here? Do I get any response?
The man at the bar will turn around and lock eyes with you before returning to his drink. And then you can feel the feeling cease.
Okay.
Oscar. You alright?
What? Watch the man at the bar, and Oscar's gonna get up and go out and go to, like, walk towards the stables.
Okay.
Oh, did Oscar drink his drink?
He drank like a little bit of it.
Alright,
But yeah,
let's
he's
swap
gonna
helps.
get up and go to the stables. And
Okay.
just wait.
Sure. And the rest of you at the bar will be watching him, and if any of you are pedantic enough to count, he will wait exactly 120 seconds, stand up, slide a coin across the table, put his hood on, and walk out.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, good girl.
Okay.
Missel's just gonna casually lean back, do the whole, pretend to flex, but she's gonna be holding the comb.
Mm-hmm.
Should I follow too? Is he gonna get in trouble?
Oof.
For what was that for? Stealth.
Dirty.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Yep.
Um,
Assassin's Creed,
so
you're grey in the crowd.
in the time,
Missile?
in the
Hold on.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
missile?
yeah.
What does missile feel? Hold on, let me roll for it. Always the way. Natural 2. She's not bothered in it. She's not bothered.
Bugger. Alright, I'll stay put.
Okay. What were you saying there? Sam? Sorry.
while sort of walking out,
Yeah.
and sort of waiting, I am casting enhance ability on myself.
Sure.
And I'm giving myself Eagle Splendor, so that is advantage on charisma checks.
Okay.
Oh, How much alcohol is left at the table?
So you had your full drink. If you took Oscar's almost full drink, and then it's up to the rest of them how much they
This is already
left.
chugged it.
Yeah.
I'll just wait.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'll
say
just-
me and Argos are sitting together, just drinking.
So there's Devon's drink. There's Devon's drink there as well, if you would like.
I'll
Lawrence.
just slowly reach for that.
Lawrence did not enjoy his. He had his first sip and then pushed it away.
I'm
fair.
only pretending to like it, but I will drink some more.
We're in a net 3 now. Cool, cool.
What is the drink exactly?
It's a
Is it that milk?
it's a milk and honey mix with brandy. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and it's
It's like
warm.
a
Yeah,
chocolate mud shake, right? Like the vodka one, but vanilla.
I guess so. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, gross.
and warm. It's warm milk.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you just like waiting outside the stables, like on the main street, or are you heading to like a back alley kind of?
I'm going more back alley-ish, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And after a certain amount of time, Devon following close behind. Not that either of you noticed that. He turns in and hello.
That was a nice trick. What are you doing here?
I'm just enjoying the sights and enjoying a drink. It is my bad. I tend to go snooping in places where I do not belong, but it was very impressive that you could recognize I was there.
Solitude always helps with that and clearing one's mind. I've had years of it.
You do not trust me? Why?
I don't trust anyone on this island. I have not been here enough. And this is a new place for us. So, no one deserves my trust yet.
Okay.
That has to be earned.
And you brought me away from my drink? You brought me away from my environment? For what?
Well, if you're poking around in our mind, you obviously are either looking for something in particular, or you are wanting something from us.
No. I have no business with you and your friends. I'm sure of that.
How sure am I of that?
You want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Or you say that?
No, I want to roll an inside check. That's a 12.
A 12? I'll have him roll as well. How does this work? Do I tell you what he rolled, or do you have to try and guess what he rolled based on my response?
You don't have to tell me, it's all good.
It seems like he's truthful.
Okay.
Oscar would believe he's telling the truth. That's a good
Okay.
way to put it.
Okay. Well, if you don't want anything from us, why poke around in my head? Or anyone else's? Any of my friends' head other than curiosity? Is it just curiosity?
You are right, I am looking for something in particular, but I'm confident there's nothing to do with you. I have seen you before and read the surface thoughts of some of your companions, but none of it is of interest to me. It is very interesting, I can assure you that, but not of interest to me.
Then what are you looking for? What is something... What are you looking for in people's minds that you can't get by just talking to them?
I do not think I should tell you, my friend. You already are very hostile towards me. I'm worried I'm going to get my nose caved in.
Is Oscar able to subtly notice Devon?
You can try and roll a perception check. It would probably be disadvantage because he wouldn't be. Would Oscar actually like look for Devon, or are you just trying to like passively notice her?
More like passively notice her.
I would probably say like disadvantage because that would usually be passive perception, but I'll give you a shot.
Okay, so that was a natural 20 and a 16.
16, okay.
So that takes
And what is the 16?
that takes it to a 23.
Oh, Jesus.
And Devon rolled a 22, didn't she? A dirty 20. So yes, you would notice her hearing every single word of this.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, what could I possibly do? Like, if there is a way that we can actually be helpful, or at least keep ourselves
No.
safe, I would prefer to know it.
I prefer to work alone. I will assure you it will not involve you at all.
Okay. Don't go rooting around in my mind or my friends' minds.
You have my words.
Okay, you can
And
go.
he just stands there with this like smile on his face. And then when you say he can go, he gives you a small nod and turns around and puts the hood up and just merges himself into the crowd.
All in that time, Oscar was trying to get any sort of particular details of his face that stood out. And sort of like
Sure.
motions as well. Like if there's any like particular limps or like... Yeah, anything that stood out in particular.
It kind of stands out because like nothing stands out. Like his
Okay.
stubble was like completely even and like very well shaped. His nose is like perfect. There's no freckles. He's got no blemishes. His teeth were all like completely straight. His lips were like really nicely shaped and like very plump. He's got like the right shape, right ears, a nice jawline, nice size forehead. His hair was like perfectly done. He had like great eyes, long eyelashes, these sculpted eyebrows.
Damn.
Yeah.
So basically an animated mannequin.
Oh,
With eyelashes.
With eyelashes and hair.
yeah.
Seems like too
It's definitely memorable. It's just so like normal, you know. Like yeah,
It is so
Like, you
ever
could
just
definitely-
ridiculous.
you could definitely recognize him if you saw him. Like yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back the way I came. Because did he walk a different way than the way we came?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back the way we came, and knowing that Devon is there now, just
Mhm.
say,
I follow the guy.
You can. Yeah, you're welcome to try.
Follow him just for a little bit.
Okay. How long are you looking to follow him for? So,
Like 5
5 minutes now. It just seems like he's walking down towards the docks. He doesn't change or anything. Just part of the crowd. He's definitely not trying to like he doesn't know you're following him. He's not trying to lose you. He like stops to look at a few storefronts and stuff. Like yeah.
I agree.
Okay. I think we can take our half-time break now.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I should say 9:30.
Ish.
Yep.
What is that? That is 3:30ish for you, Rachel. Don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Don't fall